Marketplace, Mythbusters.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Marketplace Mythbusters today. Today with me, I have a very special guest, a true marketplace wizard, and very well known in the space, Darren Sharpe. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today. So
great
please
to be
introduce yourself.
Hey Juan, I'm Darren. I'm based in Microsoft UK's ISV team, and I'm responsible for our channel partners that are using Marketplace as a mechanism of transformation.
Lovely, thank you, Darren. So today is time to debunk a myth that has been around for a very long time. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, sure. Let's see it.
Myth of the day. Channel partners can just copy their usual strategy for the Azure Marketplace.
What do you think? Is that true?
Wow, what a question. And I mean, look, the short answer is not really. Not to get the best out of this. Marketplace is all about driving a very different kind of channel motion, and it's very complementary to those channel organizations that have done things in a certain way for such a long time. But it's not just about, standing up a listing and then this automated discovery process that customers come and buy. Partners really need to rethink their business approach here, and actually change some of their business processes to really capitalize on the opportunity. It's an ecosystem that's designed for collaboration. It's about connecting ISVs, partners and customers in a way that allows for these tailored, customized solutions. And by example, multi-party private offers helps that publisher, that ISV and channel partners work together to create the perfect fit customized deal with custom EULA, custom pricing, custom terms for their own customers. And you don't get that in other channel routes to market.
Okay, so instead of you selling software, it's about collaboration. But what does that really mean for partners?
Yeah, okay. So look, it's about, think of this like a channel partner becoming an ecosystem of the new SaaS world, and how much an opportunity that is. And look, for background, consider that many of these new ISV software companies that are venture capitalist backed, those VC organizations are mandating those companies start with the cloud and start with cloud marketplaces. If you look at the dynamic that 60% of enterprise buying decisions over the next 2 years will be made by a millennial, and that millennial buyer is digital first. What that means for the channel is that it's you, your customer, that's going to discover the new enterprise application, and they're going to do it in a platform. And that's likely to be one of the hyperscaler platforms. Now, the opportunity for channel here, and let's be honest, it's the biggest opportunity, is to be the orchestrator of that new software as a service ecosystem. And that's from a product and a services perspective. I mean, help your customer enterprise contract that product through the marketplace, let the marketplace deliver the elasticity, but manage those interoperabilities and adjacencies between some of those legacy systems as they become modernized and some of these new innovative and agile products. That's the opportunity here. It's not just about selling software, it's about how do we collaborate to drive an application modernization outcome.
I see. So, and to you, Darren, where should partners start if they want to get this ecosystem right?
Yeah, and it's a great question. This might start with one deal that a customer wants to, use the platform to transact in, but actually the starting point for the business is getting a really good understanding. A lot of people jump in without really knowing the basics. Types of offers, how do we leverage the platform? Understand that this is not about channel compete, it's about driving incremental net new. So it's really important to use the great materials that you guys provide, Juan, and some of the great analyst data from the likes of Forrester and Canalys, the total economic impact papers, how a cloud marketplace is changing the way our customers choose to consume software. Let's get that understanding right to start with.
And when you mention offers, do you mean private offers? And what do you mean by private offers? Can we break that down?
Yeah, absolutely. So two main types, principally, a single party private offer, that's between a publisher and a customer. The direction of travel here for many organizations is for this channel inclusion, which is multi-party private offers. And, that allows this collaboration between ISV or publisher and a channel partner. And hey, that channel partner doesn't have to be in the Microsoft ecosystem today, but it's a selling partner that's using the platform to deliver these custom terms. And it's these multi-party private offers that allow ISVs and channel partners to combine their solutions to one customized deal.
Got it. So then, yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to ask you, so partners need to learn the basics and understand these offers. But what about preparing their teams? Does they need to change too? Do they need to change that part as well?
Yeah.
Can be only one person holding on the knowledge?
So there's lots of tools, and we've built a practice builder to help channel partners understand what they need to do here. It's about changing maybe some of the language, because some of the opportunity here in Microsoft's enterprise customers is actually a sales message around helping our enterprise customers use their pre-committed cloud budgets. Because a channel partner that's using multi-party private offer, or MPO for the acronym, within that seller discussion, they can go to their stakeholder and validate whether that customer has a Microsoft Azure consumption commitment, and go with a message that actually consuming this software through us is going to help you retire that commitment. So that's all about getting that message ingrained at the sales stage. If you're a publisher, or if you're a channel partner, if you use a methodology like MEDDIC or MEDDPICC for your sales processes, actually understanding, where this fits in the stakeholder identification stage, it's really super important. So there's a real strategy around how we can do this, and it needs to include some proper training and processes around how do we manage the offer, how do we change the sales cycle.
Very good. So with this one, you also answer what kind of training are we talking about?
Yeah, we can help. You can help, Juan, as with hands-on sessions with your sellers. If I look at the channel adoption framework that we put together for Marketplace, it's not only how do we give the message into the sales community, how do we help sales leadership understand how this is impactful, how this is a margin opportunity rather than a revenue opportunity in most cases. How do we engage the specialists? Because those specialists that are selling the technology proposition today may well have a trusted route to market already that isn't the cloud marketplace. And how have we influenced leadership? Going back to that, how do we get the basics right? What do we need to do there as a leadership team to drive this net new incremental market, in the knowledge that we've done things a certain way for a long time? We've got to build that muscle memory to get that right with these new processes.
Very good. And talking about processes, what kind of changes could we summary here that they need?
Yeah. Look, we don't need to boil the ocean, but there's lots as this evolves. It's an adoption process, so it's not going to happen overnight. But the simple stuff, if a customer comes in and says, to one of your account managers, I'd like an Azure Marketplace quote for this, please. Well, where does that go? We need to help you build a quote to private offer process. And that needs to be published, because that might not be a distributor. It still might be, but it might not be a distributor. It might be going to the Cloud Alliances team of the vendor, or some other point of aggregation. And I think helping scaling, so having a single point of contact, if there's a cloud marketplace owner within the business, that's a very solid thing to do. But also have a single source of truth to debunk some of the myths, because there's common myths here around Microsoft is stealing my business, and this is all going to go away from the channel, and all these kinds of things. Actually having a trusted source of information and single source of truth written down, maybe an FAQ, that's really valuable.
Okay, that makes sense, but it sounds like a lot of work. Is it really worth it?
I mean, look, the short answer is absolutely yes. This is about how to build a modern resale practice. Juan, the partners who are already succeeding in Azure Marketplace have gone through this kind of process investment, or they're on the journey to do that. And you can see as they've worked through this maturity of changing some of their business practices, they're able to drive incremental, net new, faster business that's bigger and make the marketplace a core part of their go-to-market strategy as they look to, modernize their customers' application portfolios.
So it's about setting the foundation, understanding the platform, building a team that can handle the marketplace unique demands.
Yeah, spot on. If you focus on those things, the learning, the collaboration aspects, the building the strong partnerships, the actually having meaningful, net new incremental engagements with your ISVs that are in this modern Azure cloud delivered world, you'll not only succeed, but you'll make it really big on the marketplace.
Agree with everything, Darren. So it's very important that partners understand that building a channel requires a strategy, requires to put a plan in place. And here you should have the very specific approach in this type of ecosystem. And Darren, just to wrap it up, could you please then, we are going to finish here. So could you please then nominate who do you think should be our next guest on the Marketplace Mythbusters?
Wow, there's so many great candidates in the Microsoft world, and as we know, I am going to nominate one of our expert partner development managers in the ISV team in the UK, and that is a very experienced gentleman called Oliver Kenwood. Ollie would be a great addition to the Marketplace Mythbusters.
All right, thank you. So anything else you want to add, Darren?
Look, if you're not in Marketplace as a channel partner, you're going to miss an opportunity to transform. So you've got great resources here in the WeTransact team, Ryan, as we know, and in Microsoft. Come and explore this opportunity before someone else does.
All right. So thank you very much. Thanks for participating. Thank you everyone for watching this episode. And thank you, Darren, for taking the time to be with us here today. It was very fun. Keep an eye out for our next episode and see you soon.
Thank you, everyone. And thanks, Juan and the WeTransact team.
Marketplace Mythbusters.